Baby, Giselle tried to apologize to Angel because Angel seems to be upset. She started crying that Giselle, somebody she looked as her big sister, said that she did not look like who she looked like in her pictures. Girl, bye. Okay, gotta be the hormones. Anyway, Ashley, we continue to open up the scene with Ashley talking about Stacey trying to mess with Chris Samuels. Stacey said that her and Chris Samuels are good friends because they were both going through a divorce and they got to know each other. Stacey said she's with her husband now, so I don't know what the issue is. They asked Stacey if she met Monique, and she said no. Stacey said, but why do she need to... Ain't Monique divorced from Chris Samuels as well? I'm confused on that part, but okay. She said, y'all want me to be somebody else so bad. They surprised Wendy with a birthday cake after dinner for Wendy. They play a game at Ashley's request for Wendy. Kay got tired all of a sudden, so she goes to her room to decompress. They play Truth or Tequila. Wendy was asked if she have a crush on a woman, and she said something about a stripper with braces that she liked, child. Tia jumps in and says she has a crush on Rachel Maddow. The married woman said she got a crush on Rachel Maddow. Wendy said to Angel, if you could KILL anyone in the group, who would it be? And Angel decides her answer is going to be Giselle because she wanted to call her out as a catfish. Wendy noted that once Kay left, Angel rises from the ashes and she's real cool. Her whole demeanor is totally different when Kay is not there. Angel said, I'm glad we all ended on a good note, and hugs everyone. But of course, Angel went to sleep and she woke up in the room with Kay, telling Kay how she was disappointed in Giselle. The same Giselle she let know she would KILL the night before in the game for calling her a catfish and gave her a hug and thought everything was resolved. That Angel. Angel started crying as Giselle walked in and getting emotional. Again, I said it must be her hormones. They might be out of whack. You know, having a baby would do that. She looks at Giselle as a big sister. She said that she is a red carpet host and her appearance is very important. Okay, but why is Giselle being blamed about that? I'm just asking. Can we get a little more elaboration on that? Giselle said she was not the beautiful woman she's seeing in front of her versus online. And Angel said her husband likes it and she has a husband, shade thrown. Giselle calls out, her flip-floppiness, about how they was all good the night before. Now she in front of Kay. It's a different story. So Ashley and Kay go off to the side to talk. They all at by poolside. Again, Kay's talking about Wendy. And now Jazzy is included in it, okay? And how they're making her feel. Like she can't really be open. And I'm like, girl, bye. If you would stop talking about people behind their backs, okay? Giselle needs to let the other ladies know that Angel was crying this morning about her pics, and all the ladies are in agreement that they thought it was squashed at the night before at the game. Meanwhile, Angel's on the other side talking about Bobby, who don't play about her, okay? She said he was going to hop on a plane. And I'm just like, over some girl stuff, he going to hop on the plane? But okay. The ladies go on an excursion. Well, the ladies get ready to go on an excursion. Angel says she slept on it again, and she's still upset with some of the ladies. The ladies gave themselves nicknames. The curly girls is what? Wendy, Jazzy, and Stacey. The PPP, Pussy Pink Palace girls is Giselle, Ashley, and I don't know who else, girl, but whatever. Wendy talks about getting into Giselle's business and Ashley jumping in to save a hoe named Giselle. Like, soon as they try to get on Giselle to ask her questions about this new man, here come Ashley, deflecting. Okay? So Wendy takes it right on back around to Giselle. She wanted to ask some questions. And the main one she asked, did the man meet your children? She got quiet. And in the confessional, Giselle says that only her oldest one met and said the man is age appropriate. Because, I know she dated a younger man in prior season. This man right here is not cougar material, okay? Angel let us know that Bobby sent her money to go shopping in town, $5,000 to get artwork or whatever. Tia talks about her husband, found out she got pushback from her Nigerian family, but realizes that when they first met and got married, they had cultural differences. Okay. She said she assumed that both of them being black, that they would understand each other, but there was definitely cultural differences. So they get on the party bus, and Giselle says it's for Jazzy, part of her bridal party. Wendy is not feeling well. What happened to the bridal party on the bus? Because they just took a ride to the souvenir shop, and baby, ain't nothing happened. That was the most boringest bridal party bus ever. So as they at the flea market, Wendy said, what you gonna buy at the flea market, Angel, for $5,000? Because the shirts is $12.99. Okay. Oh my God. Angel talks about Bobby again and wanting, SCX when she gets home. And she said her husband was like, that's going to produce another baby. Girl. Stacey embarrasses herself again by sending a text to her ex-husband. And he said he think it has the wrong number. So she sent a text about wanting to have SCX when she get home. And he was like, is this really you? And she sends a picture and he was like, wrong number. Stacey, you be doing some skeptical stuff, girl. You be looking foolish, the stuff that be happening. I don't know, maybe you just a beat off the drum. I don't know, but you're looking suspect, okay? They do steel drum lessons, and Wendy finds her way up to the steel drums, even though she's sick, because she wanted to make sure she learned how to play the steel drums. The ladies go to dinner at Sunshine's Bar and Grill. They start off with Killer Bees, drinks presented by the owner of the restaurant. Angel asks if she's going to be on the menu again. That's all she wants to know. And Giselle said the night is still young. And all the ladies looked at her like, what? So you're making it about you. Like, you don't want them to come down on you, but you're making it about you, Angel. Anyway, Giselle says to Kay, Wendy was offended that you didn't stay for her party. And for some reason, it went back to Angel. Angel said she slept on, you know, what happened at the party. And she said she didn't have a good time and decided that she didn't have... Although Giselle was talking to Kay, it got back around to Angel. Okay, because Kay was basically like, I was just tired and I just didn't want to be around the ladies, whatever. Here go Angel. She said she slept on it and she wasn't really having a good time after all. Girl, you was too flip-floppy for me. Jazzy and Kay get into it over what she said about Wendy. What Kay said about Wendy. And Jazzy reveals that Kay said, do not trust Wendy in her confessionals. But didn't say it to Kay's face or in front of the ladies. Now, why did she do that? Because basically, you would have did it in front of her face, in front of the ladies. I bet you she would have denied it. Because she kept saying, I need to know what I said in order to say that I said it. The same way she said she chin-checked Angel. And Angel said that never happened. That's how it would have went down. Child K, you may be the problem. All this talking behind people back, okay? Then the episode goes off. And, baby, these women is wearing me thin, okay? With this petty stuff. But anyway, that's all I got. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.